Democracy slipping away at record rate, intergovernmental body warns.
Here's a summary of the article.
Brussels, November 22. A greater number of countries are sliding towards authoritarianism. While the number of established democracies under threat has never been so high, the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance said on Monday. Populist politics, the use of COVID-19 pandemic restrictions to silence critics, a tendency of countries to mimic the anti-democratic behavior of others, and disinformation used to divide societies are mainly to blame, the Stockholm-based intergovernmental organization said in a report. More countries than ever are suffering from democratic erosion, IDEA said in its 2021 study on the state of democracy, relying on data compiled since 1975. Register now for free unlimited access to Reuters.com. The number of countries undergoing democratic backsliding has never been as high, it said, referring to the regressive turn in areas including checks on government and judicial independence, as well as media freedom and human rights. Large democracies such as Brazil and the United States have seen presidents question the validity of election results, while India has witnessed the prosecution of groups of people critical of government policies. Hungary, Poland, Slovenia and Serbia are the European countries with the greatest declines in democracy. Turkey has seen one of the largest declines between 2010 and 2020. In fact, 70% of the global population now live either in non-democratic regimes or in democratically backsliding countries, the report said. The pandemic provides additional tools and justification for repressive tactics and silencing of dissent in countries as diverse as Belarus, Cuba, Myanmar, Nicaragua and Venezuela, the report said.
This post received a score of 5,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Since the 70s the rich have demonstrated they think they no longer need to put up with the rest of us, we're just 40 years into that project.
I still wonder how they're going to get on together in Mars without anyone to do the work for them. Robots. You want a robot uprising too? Because this is how you get a robot uprising. RIP B1 to 66
One of the fundamental flaws and a lead factor in the destabilization of the U.S. democracy is education. When the state doesn't prioritize education of their citizens, those citizens will eventually undermine democracy due to lack of critical thinking skills, among others. Education is so incredibly important and needs to be a priority in all democracies.
Greater than education is so incredibly important and needs to be a priority in all democracies. I love the poorly educated. Trump, 2016, after being told that the least educated were more likely to vote for him.
Extreme inequality is theorized to be the core causal factor of both poor public education and diminishing democracy. The Price of Inequality by Joseph Stiglitz is a great exposé on the topic.
The pandemic hasn't helped. Rather the opposite.
Never let a good crisis go to waste.
Was Rahm Emanuel the one who originally said that?
The U.S. Supreme Court recently decided that gerrymandering is allowed. How can you be considered a full democracy without fair elections? Electoral College makes it so that only swing states are important for the presidency. The Senate is completely minority rule due to modern life. The filibuster makes it so that 55% of the electorate will never see their priorities pass. The extremely high bar of ratifying the Constitution makes it so that we will never see an amendment again.
Abolish lobbying and give all public office holders no more than 6 years in office, and 2-year terms for senators. That won't fix everything, but it will fix a lot of things. The SC also needs an overhaul too. Let's stop pretending that those judges are impartial, they are politicians.
Every time I say something like this on Reddit I get shat upon like there's no tomorrow. But here's the thing, we aren't losing democracy. The body politic of democratic nations are giving it away. People don't value democracy anymore.
People get tired of lies. Democracy has felt like a lie for a long time. The lie is, you have a say in what happens in your country. The truth is, the situation has been carefully engineered so that you can choose between two options that are slightly different while the people with real power go about doing what they were going to do anyway.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.